Hey guys, Nate here with Insanity Gaming. Welcome to Flamebreak. Decided to switch things up a little bit and record a different game. So I made a new account. I do have another account for my own personal game playing. And so I made a new file for us to run through normal mode. Right now I don't have hard mode unlocked. I don't have custom mode because I'm at level 5, this and that. I don't have any achievements, as you can see. The story, all I can do is the intro, which I'm going to do. Because just this run, I'm going to do intro and I have show cinematics on for those interested in the story, and if not, just skip ahead. I'm only going to show them this time. And so right now, I only have 5 classes. This is bonus content. I'm going to show real quick how to unlock the bonus content. I only have it doesn't actually show up in your roles to determine how or what class you get. It's an achievement to unlock it. So you go here to your options, go to advanced, select bonus content. That's how you enable it. That's all you have to do. Silly, I know, but that's what they would decide to go with. And the only way you can actually use him is in custom mode. So I will eventually get all these. And I did not remember the orc having such a requirement, but I will get that just to get it really in one of my runs. I'll probably only end up going for achievement hunting in the first 5 games with the story. But we'll see how it goes. If you guys want just random games I play, then let me know, and I will do that. So without further ado, here's the intro.
'Twas when the world was young and spoke in silent sleeping sighs, that Pirion the wise awoke and formed the stars and skies. He forged the seas from tides and truth, the sands from love and light, and in the summer's shade of youth he wrought the day from night. But still 'tis said, the scriptures say, the god was struck with strife, for Pirion knew not the way to start the spark of life. What is the weight of living worth? He thought upon his throne. If I am bound to walk the earth and wander lost alone. He walked the lonely frozen lands in search of something more, until he reached the blazing sands beyond the scorching shore. And there the flames of worldfire peaked that burned for ages past. He found the truth he thought to seek, the means to life at last. The embers danced beneath his hands and shifted and spiraled free, and from the burning blazing sands the phoenix came to be. Its coat was gold and silver shade, its fires waxed and waned, and in the first the god had made, a part of him remained. And so the tide of time unfurled, and in an age's span the lonely god had filled the world with dwarf and elf and man. But man was weak, and all the odds were stacked against their wills, so Pirion made demigods to keep them safe from ills. To hold them back from pain and plight, to sharpen steel and swords, to keep them safe from beasts at night, was Proctus, Lord of Wards. To heal the sick when plagues had passed, to give them strength and wealth, to help them love and live and last, was Halloran of Health. To barter, toil, and trade with ease, to tote upon a steed, to ferry freight across the seas, was Cepicles of Speed. To guide their jealous zest for more, to will with wisdom's sage, to offer sport instead of war, was Furere, god of rage. And last of all, to judge their worth and hear their final breath, to see them pass beyond the earth, was Necrus, lord of death. So Pirion stood far above and felt his pleasures swell, to watch below with peace and love, content that all was well. Man alike was proud to pray, to praise the god and fate, but just as dawn succumbs to day, so envy leads to hate. to see their maker loved in light and evermore adored, the demigods rebelled in spite and slayed their trusting lord. And all the pain and scorn and strife of hatred twist and swirled and flood across the land of life, and chaos ruled the world. But far away beneath the light, beyond the burning sky, the phoenix rose from out the night and stretched its wings to fly. Its coat was gold and silver shade, its fires waxed and waned, and in the first the god had made, a part of him remained.
Relatively long intro, I know. And this video will probably be the longest because of all the things. Assuming that I get to actually complete the full run and don't die. I don't have access to many different combos or anything. And so we'll see how this will go. I am not used to having so few combos, to be honest, because I have nearly everything unlocked in every game. Not everything. I will still probably get some achievements and all that. And there's some quests here, which I can't even do all the quests because I don't have access to these quests. These are hard because they're set. I mean, you get practice, but they're set build. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to go with the Minotaur. I'll explain him as we go.
The warring lords have warped the lands and forced its beasts to fight, the ravaged souls that stalk the sands, the creatures of the night. But Pirion the Wise resides within the Phoenix, free. And where his heart and spirit hides, your journey's end will be.
Now these are much shorter, so WASD need to move. Click to do that, left shift to whirlwind, space to disrupt the left click. And you can reorder skills, I don't do that. I just go how they're given to me. Alright, so I forgot to explain. This is the trapped area. We don't normally have all these traps. I use the skeleton on this shit. Trapped areas give you a ring of item. They don't give you health potions, but they do give you one of these three things. So the red triangle around it means caution. Adds a significant amount of the sword it hits every enemy that it is able to. These are drops. You can buy 5 items, 6 if you use the Dust of Appearance on it when you're right next to it, and 7 if you use both the Dust of Appearance or have the item. I forget what it's actually called, but some sort of eye. So, buying more items is I always recommend having a few of those. Usually, with this type of weapon, I always like having a high attack speed. I'm more of an attack player than damage. Except there are a few weapons. There are a few weapons access to any. This is the first boss. boss. They do have traps. Usually they have 2 stages. Stage 1 is he starts in flank. So he just attacks you like normal. Stage 2 is where he starts cooking flames here, starts sending the circles. Stage 3 was when
So the forest rivers flow, the waters weave and wind, the shifting shadows creep and grow, above, below, behind, before the final fallen trees beyond the forest fates, upon the hollow, haunted breeze the northern passage waits.
Five bosses. There's 6 bosses here. This game. 6 areas. There's 6 bosses right there. Okay, I got distracted when I said that. So I don't actually recommend getting a lot of these. Usually I always want to have 2 of these on hand. So I'm not going to actually get that. I'm going to want a lot of things. These are mini bosses. They are a random mini boss. Gives you 3 item sets, 4 if you have the dust appearance or the item. I don't think they'll give you 5, but there are only 5 item sets that spawn in the world. So that's summon a stone golem, blocks incoming damage and shocks, or berserker, which I'm going to go for berserker. Blocking is nice, it's not quite worth it to me. Dust appearance lets you have, except for these up here, dust appearance will let you have a battle spot in it sometimes. Spyglass weapons show is that but it has good tendrils or whatever you want to call it, whatever. This is one of the random things that does happen occasionally. Treasure defense, it's just a little bit of stuff. The green goblins are only hit once, the red ones try to kill them all, and they'll give you more. Have one they take your at all costs before you. So I didn't let anyone take a treasure until you escaped. You get less escape, the more gold you get. And the more Berserker set that I'm getting, I don't know if you guys saw it, this is the Berserker set. All about attack speed. When you get all 3 pieces, you don't get the buff until you get all 3 pieces. Shields up, I don't think shields up. You can't this time. Bosses do have Spirit is what you used
The
to
northern spirits fall and fade, and in the black of night a single power splits the shade in silver streams of light. It turns upon a flaming tide of embers, burning gold, to watch you brave the pass with pride and walk the steps of old. And so the phoenix looks below on wings of crimson red. An arid wind begins to blow. The desert waits ahead.
There it is. I was trying to get the cheese because it's cheaper. That's the item. I have the sifter. I mentioned it. So now if I re-enter, it'll be another item. And hey, another minigame. There's another minigame I'll tell you about. Lost, 2 escaped, you get 18, which is less than what you normally get. So this is a temple. Different set of rules, really. This you'll learn about. I'll just show you this when I get the chance. I usually go for 7, please, but this time, being there's an achievement for getting 40 favor, I'm going to go for his. So the thing is, the key is don't destroy the temple. With the if it remains entirely intact, it takes cover got 6 on this one. And they do have a chance to spawn normally in the normal map, where it'll give you 4 instead, or I think 4 or 5 instead of 3 or 4, one of the 2. They're a little more rare, so I don't remember. This is an upgrade shop for your skills. So this is building over there. Build allows me to charge over it. The thing is, I don't know how to use it. Get out of it. Start charging. So I'll show you what happens when you destroy one instead of you got. So, this is one of the times where the corpse is and I don't like it. So too. I don't remember
The
what we get.
spirit curls a helpless hand as evil leaves its eyes. It slumps, subdued, beneath the sand, and falling, fading, dies. A milky mist of winter white bestirs and drifts and flows, and through the strange and silent night a bitter flurry blows. For where the shadows linger pale and where the breezes sigh, beyond the darkest desert trail, the gloomy hollows lie.
So I'm not what it is. So every 500 damage I do, this can be proc multiple times. If you do like 1,000, I'll do twice. Every 500 damage, you'll do a strike to a random enemy at this level is 70. Now I've done enough damage one time to make it go like 200 or 300 times. So it's kind of crazy if you get a lot. So this is who I normally go for. He gives you just cooldown rates for So this is bizarre. It has your set, I believe has the most items that obtained on it if you have multiple sets. And it gives you a bunch of really interesting items. So this is 65 damage, highest attack giving item. They're usually 150. This is great, it just gives you an instant level 1 buff. You cannot have multiple buffs active, whoever's the highest will get it. You know, interesting effects like these. So we're gonna go by increasing my. Here's everything. So you hook the gold, hit the bomb that will hurt you. So avoid the bomb at all costs. Simple minigame. The other one is perfect. There's 7 of them. I believe there's 7. I want to say 7. The only difference is the other one you can shoot third and this one you can. It does not count as a call. There, perfect there. I'll just take that. Then if you are full health, then it will create a buff that gives, I think, buffs all your attack speed or attack power or something stupid that's not really worth it. This is a good one. This time. Just the buttons. landmines because and it gave me enforcement, which is awesome. Now I'm gonna have to go ahead and plus health. So that's that run. I'm gonna end it here. Next time I will not show I'm gonna show 3 gloomy or I'm gonna not show through the gloomy hollows. I will show Wordfire Peaks and then each of the deaths when I get to them. So I will not show any of the normal ones except for Wordfire Peaks. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked this video, please like it, and if you dislike this video, do dislike it. Any comments on what I could do better is appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.